If you clicked on this video, you're probably asking yourself, what is the stadium? In short, featuring longer matches and a unique armor system where you purchase abilities each one, customize your hero. You might think, isn't this just like League of Legends or Deadlock? Well, kinda. I don't know. The stadium actually reminds me more of Deadlock, Valve's latest title I tried months ago and I found a bit tedious. So when the stadium rolled out, I braced myself for boredom. I assumed it would be repetitive and flat. As it turns out, I could not have been more wrong about it. This mode is genuinely fun and I was completely wrong about how I was feeling about this game mode. Well, there is no need to beat around the bush, so let's see what is the stadium. The stadium currently has 17 heroes, 5 tanks, 6 DPS and 6 supports. The composition will be similar to how we play in quick play or competitive, 1 tank, 2 damage and 2 support formation. Devs also said that in the future there will be more heroes, but right now there will be only 7. Okay, now let's talk about how this game mode works. At the start of the game you have to choose the hero, but there is a catch. Unlike the quick play or competitive, the hero you choose is going to stick around until the game is over, so you should choose a hero that you are good at it. After you choose your hero, you'll see a shop called the Armory. This is kinda similar to Deadlock's shop, so you might be familiar with it. I mean, it's kinda same, but anyway. You will have 100 seconds to pick whatever you like. There are 4 types of builds: weapon, ability, survival and power. There are also 2 rarity levels, with the highest one costing more. However, you will gain more money if the game continues forward, so you won't have problem for buying them. In addition to that, you can also sell the previous bought items, and if this sounds too complicated, don't worry about it. There is also an example build section for players who are lost. You can pick one build and keep buying the recommended abilities. The recommended builds are not so good, but there is no another options until you learn this game mode. So until you learn, it will help you a little. Alright, let's talk about that. The weapon section is where you can upgrade your weapons. So in that section you can upgrade your weapon a bit, like increasing the fire rate by about 5% or increasing the ammo capacity a little. Rare and epic tires unlocks heavier upgrades. This goes for all the other builds as well. There are more options for your gun. Also, for all heroes and each category, you can buy something special just for that. Let's give an example with this ability. Mercy's only special gun ability, mid-air mobilizer, which means only Mercy can buy this ability. While you gain airborne, you gain 5% more damage and 10% faster fire rate, which is actually very good. Everyone has some common abilities, but a few are only unique to each hero. This goes for with each build as well. In epic section, which is made for contentious matches, you can buy more good abilities, such as ignoring armor, gaining move speed when you shoot enemy, and etc. Well, I hope you guys are getting the point of the shop thing. You start with a little amount of money once and you gain more money. Simple. And you buy more and powerful abilities. But wait, what is the money I'm talking about? Well, everyone starts with a 3050 cash, and the cash will be given by how you play each round. Eliminations, damage, healing, round completion will give you the money. The better you play, the more cash you gain. Also, when each round is end, there will be 2 MVP. One of is your ally and one of is enemy. The MVP will gain an extra 1000 cash. Now, let's talk about ability build section. Just like the weapon, in common section you can buy simple things. 10% ability power, ability lifesteal, and etc. This section is all about making your abilities cooldown shorter or their effects stronger. For some heroes, it can extend their ultimate duration, let them shoot faster, or reduce their cooldown. It's simple but effective, just like the others. Let's talk about survival. This is actually super important in this game mode because you need more health, more damage resistance, and faster health recovery. As the name suggests, you buy abilities to survive longer. I played the game mode and I played support heroes, and let me tell you this. Converting my health to shield or to armor made me play more safe and let me focus on my team without worrying about how much damage I was taking. Though that doesn't mean you are invincible. If you are careless like me, you can die easily too. And our last and unique build section, power. The power section is completely unique to the hero with whom you are playing. Everyone has different power abilities. You can only pick them only at the first round, third round, fifth round, and seventh round. Briefly, the longer the game goes on, the more powerful you become. I won't explain each hero's power abilities, but to make you guys understand the point, I'll explain a little. power abilities change how you play your character. For example, let's take Juno. Do you want to play more aggressively and quick? Then you can pick power abilities that allow you to critically hit enemies and allies in their head. Use glide boost 3 times, gain 50 overall head when using a hyper ring, and more. Then you can pick the power abilities which also can make you solely focus on your team. You can use pulsar torpedoes 2 times, you can reduce pulsar torpedoes cooldown for a second by each target is, and etc. You get the point, right? Well, you do. Anyway, you shape your character how do you want to play with them. But there's one more thing I must tell. Unlike the other builds, power can't be sold. Once you pick up a power build, you are stuck with it until the game ends. You have to decide how you play the entire game. You might have noticed something staged on the bottom left of the screen. There are some weird things going on. So, what are those? Let me quickly tell you about them. Everyone has a life, weapon power, ability power, attack speed, cooldown reduction, maximum ammo, weapon lifesteal, ability lifesteal, movement speed, reload speed, melee damage, and critical damage. Okay, hold your horses. They seem hard to understand, but they actually aren't. When you buy something from the armor, you'll see a detailed explanation of the effects that an item will give you. You can see how you are playing, how much lifesteal you have, how fast you reload, and so on. It's actually simple, but some people ignore it because it looks ridiculous and weird, which I kinda agree with you guys. Now, we explained the most complicated stuff in this game mode, therefore we can talk about the rounds. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you can change the hero once you pick. You will have to play with that hero for 3 or 5 to 7 rounds. If your team or the enemy team wins 3 or 5 rounds, the other team will lose. However, if both teams are playing well and it's a close game, the match will continue until one team wins a total of 4 matches. Currently, there are only push, control, and clash modes, and these matches are very short. In push modes, you only need to push about 80 meters, unlike the original push mode where you have to push around 120. In clash game mode, you only need to capture 2 clash points, unlike the original clash mode where you have to capture 5. So every game mode is shortened. Kinda. I said you need to win 3 or 4 rounds. But I said you actually need to win 4 rounds. Okay, wait, hold on. I will explain what I'm trying to say. The reason I said 3 rounds is that sometimes if one team plays poorly and the other team plays quite well, the losing team might get the mercy rule. What is it if you ask? If the losing team loses 3 rounds and 2 teams is greater than 15,000 cash, the match will end after 3 rounds. So you won't have to play another round and suffer more. This is actually good because you won't waste any time if you're losing. Lastly, let's talk about the bounty system. It's actually short and simple. When a player eliminates another player, they gain stadium cash. Once a player reaches 750 cash, they will be marked as a bounty. When they are eliminated, they will drop that money. Therefore, the more players you eliminate, the higher your bounty will become. Alright, that's everything about the stadium. If you did, drop a like and join my site by subscribing. And I'll see you guys in the next videos. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.